Hey guys, so this is going to be my first ever makeup tutorial, and it's a basic beat for beginners. Yeah, BBB. Basic beat for beginners, big B's. Just continue to watch as I take you through how to get this look. First things first, we're going to moisturize our face. You can use any type of moisturizer, lotion, oil, whatever you prefer. I'm just going to use coconut oil just because that's what I like. So the next thing I'm going to do is start color correcting with my LA Pro Girl concealer. I tried to use the LA Pro Girl color correct, but it made my foundation look orange. So I'm just going to use my everyday concealer to just go over the dark spots on my face so that they don't show through my foundation. And I'm just going to take any brush to blend this product out. It doesn't matter what brush you use or what tool you use. As long as this product gets blended out as good as it needs to be, you're going to be good. After I'm done blending that out, I'm going to apply my foundation. This is just L'Oreal's True Match in the color N8. And I'm just going to pour a little in my cap and blend it out with that brush. That's just a brush I picked up from the beauty supply store. I really don't know what it's called, but I like it. It gives me a very smooth application, so it's good in my book. As I said, I just poured a little in the cap and I'm just sticking my finger in there and applying it all over my face. I like doing it this way better just because it's mess free and it's easier. And it's also a good way to not use so much foundation. Using this brush that I don't know the name to, I'm just blending it in using circular motions, making sure that it's just even all across my face and I'm taking it down to my neck because you do not want your face to be a different color than your neck. So yeah, make sure you do that. Major key, ladies, to good makeup is blending. It took me a long time to figure out why my makeup wasn't turning out how I wanted it to or how others makeup were when I would watch their tutorials, and I learned that it's because one, I wasn't blending enough. You can never blend enough. So that is major key number one. Now we're going to highlight under our eyes with our LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Fawn. I love this concealer. First concealer I ever tried, and I never thought about buying another brand yet. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my upper lip, on my chin, and on my forehead. Major key number two is knowing your color and your shades in makeup. It's going to take a long time for you to figure out what products work for you or what shade is best for you because it took me a very long time to figure this out. But I think I finally got a grip on something that works for me. So you're just going to have to figure out your skin type and your skin tone and just the type of skin that you have. So now what I'm doing, I'm just going in with my finger and I'm blending out this product. I like doing this first because it helps move the product around rather than just picking the product up with my beauty blender. So after I take the product around with my finger, drag it around, I'm going to then blend it in. Taking my Real Technique beauty blender. It's all torn up, but it's still good. I'm going to just dab, 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 dab all over my face. Just blending this product out. It's almost like you're pushing it into your skin. And my beauty blender is lightly damp. Major key number three, you want your beauty blender to be more so on the dry side than the wet side because I noticed that the wetter I have my beauty blender, you can see the pores on my face when I start to blend the concealer out. And we don't want that to happen. So make sure it's more so on the dry side than the wet side. The next step is strangely my favorite step, and it's setting my face. I've now started using the Aspen, I think it's called, setting powder. And I used to use the Sasha Buttercup setting powder, but since I changed over to this translucent powder, my life has been better. I promise you. Like I said, it just takes trial and error with products to figure out what really works for you. I really did like the Sasha Buttercup when I started using it until I found this. So I'm kind of glad I found this because it works way better. And I'm sure that it works on all skin complexions because as you can see, it is white, but it does not appear white once I start to remove it. And I'm just setting this powder everywhere that I put my concealer. And this is just under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my upper lip, my chin, and my forehead. You might hear people talk about baking, but that is not necessary. I do not let this product cook, so as they say, or sit on my face, as they say. I don't let that happen because really it dries me out and it makes me look ashy. So I don't know if it's different for different skin types. Like if you might be a more oilier person, that might work for you cooking. But if you're a dry person, it's not gonna work. It's just gonna dry your skin out. So I literally just put it on there for a second and take it right off. And I'm just using a small powder brush and I'm just dusting it off. And I use a small powder brush because it's easier to get under my eyes and on the side of my nose. So it's just way more convenient than a big powder brush. I really just love what this powder does to my skin. It's just awesome. But I'm just making sure I'm getting all of the powder. That is a must because the next step, I don't know if it's the next step, but once we go to set our face, we do not want this powder to still be on our face, period. I'm going to use my Revlon Vivid Bronzer in my True Complexion contour kit in the highlight section of it to just bring some life back into my face, some glow into my face. And I'm just going to go in with one and then apply the other on top. It doesn't really matter how you do this, but I'm putting this on my cheekbone, the high point of my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow, and also my forehead, just to give me a little glow. As you might have noticed, I did not contour my face. There is a big hype about highlighting and contouring, but what you have to realize is if you don't know how to do it or don't know how to do it properly, just don't because you're just going to look a mess. Which is me. I don't know how to contour my face. Every time I try to contour my face, it looks crazy to me. So I just don't do it. It's just that simple. But the last step is setting your face. This is also a major key. Major key number 4. You want to set that face with some setting mist spray. Thank you for watching.